Now it'll be 4th down. I got to think the Ducks go here.
Well, you have to. I mean, right now, Oregon's bowl fate kind of hangs in the balance. They're not going to get the Rose Bowl if they lose this game. That dream is gone. A couple weeks ago, much to the chagrin of some of the people in the production truck, I was talking about USC for the Holiday Bowl. Right now, it looks like USC is going to have a great shot at the national championship game, especially if they beat Cal and Notre Dame and UCLA. Oregon's got to go here because they want to go to the Holiday Bowl. They don't want to spend Christmas in El Paso. Well, El Paso's not that bad. San Diego might be better.
So Leaf on 4th down now. In trouble, has to roll away from pressure. Now he's in big trouble. And he throws, and it is caught in the back of the end zone. What a break as Stewart catches it off the fingertips of the intended receiver, who I believe was Kent. And it is a touchdown. Well, a break for the Oregon Ducks, a big break.
And definitely a broken play,
I'll say. Got out of trouble there, comes back. Here's Kent, got a hand on the ball. And then there's Stewart with a one-handed grab at the back of the end zone.
And you see the crowd reacting, not as to whether or not Stewart was inbounds when he made the play, but whether or not he came from the back of the end zone. He might have been out of bounds.
Well, now that's a factor. We'll see. Incidentally, Brady Leaf, I call him a cousin of Ryan Leaf. He's the brother of Ryan Leaf. I should know that. Just saw Ryan Leaf a few weeks ago.
And it looks like he was out.
Yeah, he might have come back inbounds.
Great play by Brady Leaf, just keeping the play alive on 4th down and getting it into the end zone.
Well, you can't tell from that angle. I don't know if that would be conclusive. Let's see here. Now, here we might
Well,
get an
here he
idea.
is right there. Let's look at his feet. You can see he's really kind of toeing the line. If anything, his heel might have been out.
I don't. It's certainly not going to be conclusive.
Certainly not. They're not going to turn this over. This is going to be a touchdown for the Ducks.
Yeah, even at that, now that's the best angle that we've seen, and didn't look like he came from beyond the end line. I don't know. I doubt that they will change this. Brady Leaf doing a pretty good job coming on for Dennis Dixon. Here's another look. There he is on the left of your screen.
Watch the white chalk on his shoe. Right there, the left foot looks like it was out. Looks like it was out. The left heel looks like it was out long before that happened. A couple steps before that happened.
Are still looking at this one. Mike Bellotti, needless to say, just hoping. This team has not had the best of it in the break department. And I would think the longer this goes on, the more chance that they will reverse this.
With the deflection involved, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, so this not only is a question of was he out of bounds, but it's a rules interpretation also. And they continue to discuss this.
So the guys upstairs right now are telling the white hat and interpreting the rules themselves. I mean, he was definitely out of bounds. And when you see that left foot, the heel is out of bounds. It's on the white chalk. But does it matter with the deflection involved? I don't know.
One more look. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Now, that is a very similar call. Very similar call in the game in California. I mean, at Arizona today. We will finally get the the decision here. The referee is Jack Wood.
After review, there is a reversal of the ruling on the field. The receiver who caught the pass voluntarily stepped out of bounds prior to touching the ball. Therefore, there is a foul for illegal touching on the offense. The penalty for that illegal touching is a loss of down at the previous spot. Therefore, it will be first down USC at the 7-yard line.
So here's another look. There he is in the left-hand corner of your screen.
You're going to see the left leg right there, go out of bounds. Great play by Stewart. Great play by Leaf just to get that ball up. And I guess the deflection didn't matter, and here's some stats on the instant replay.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about the fact I thought it was 2:08, but the average length of review was 2:02. After that one, it may go to 2:08. That one's at 5 minutes and 35 seconds. They did get it right, I believe.
Well, the sweat was drying on the guy that scored the touchdown's forehead. I mean, by the time the call was made, Jonathan Stewart had been on the bench for quite some time, and you saw the emotion of Pete Carroll when the call went his way. Just getting real excited, almost popping the head off of Kevin Ellison, hugging him.
I think Mike Bellotti here, it's not that he's arguing this situation. He just wants to know exactly what the rule is. And Bellotti may be arguing something that we've been talking about here between the truck and ourselves is on a tip ball, does that mean all bets are off?
The review is still lasting about 7 minutes here.
And so now Oregon will challenge the review in the booth that was done originally by the reviewers.
Wait a minute, hold on. We got to back up here. So the guys that made the call, they're being challenged again? I mean, are they going to bring new review guys into the booth?
They must be questioning the rule itself. And again, maybe if we're going to look at it again, I don't think Stewart is going to not step out of bounds this time. But the question is, now the ball's tipped, does that mean that all bets are off?
Well, the question we're asking, and I felt, to be honest, a little stupid asking because I thought maybe I should know the rule, but the question we're asking apparently is the question that Bellotti, Carroll, the guys in the review booth, and every official on the field is asking. Jordan Kent stepped out of bounds on that play, and he touched the ball first. Now let's look at number 2. Here's Jordan Kent, and he's out of bounds too. He touched the ball first. So either way, whether it's Jordan Kent touching the ball first or Stewart touching the ball second, both the guys stepped out of bounds.
Well, now that's a whole different thing, but either way, it's the same result.
That's the horse of a different color.
That's right. Or a duck of a different color.
I just don't know. Is there an alternate official, like the guy that comes in for a guy that, you know, gets hit or something, that could come in and settle this for everybody?
Well, but how about this now? What if Kent didn't step out of bounds? What if the visual evidence here shows that Kent, in fact, did not step out of bounds?
The whole field right now is a grassy knoll. I mean, everything is shrouded in mystery.
And you see how long that's been.
Back and to the left.
Watch Kent get pushed out of bounds. Bottom of your screen. Well, he didn't look like he got pushed out of bounds. I'm not sure exactly what Mike Bellotti is questioning, but he obviously has legitimate questions, or the officials would not allow it.
And Mike Bellotti is the dean of the Pac-10 coaches. Mike Bellotti is an even-keel man that's calculating and makes decisions. He's not an emotional first-year coach. Obviously, he sees something that maybe we don't understand or we don't see, or maybe he's desperate to get a win in this football game, and they're trying everything they can to solidify a touchdown. 7 points would be huge right now for the Ducks. I don't know, but definitely Bellotti sees something.
And of course now, if this goes against USC, Pete Carroll will be ballistic.
Seems calm right now. This has got to be a record. This has got to be some kind of record.
Well, we're up to about 10 minutes, I would think.
Well, Bellotti has one challenge. He's used it. If they flip it back, is Pete Carroll going to challenge?
Now here's Brady Leaf. Throws it. Hit by Kent. And there is Stewart with the catch, but I don't think that's what's at issue now. And again, it's taking a long time here. Let's see what we can see from this angle. And you see the tip. And then you see the heel of Stewart come down. That to me is inconclusive. But again, I'm not sure that Stewart is the issue here.
Once again, you have to wonder. I mean, we're trying our best to have a discussion about a play we've seen, I don't know, at least 20 times right now. We're trying our best to have that discussion. Can you imagine what the discussion between the booth and the white hat is down on the field? I mean, what are they talking about?
And they want to get this right. I mean, it's important for the booth to get this right because they, to be quite honest, they have had some issues this year. One of them involving these same Oregon Ducks, a game against Oklahoma, wherein the wrong decision was made and it resulted in Oregon winning a game that maybe Oklahoma should have won.
And that was a little different. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. A little different because that was a game that was going deep down to the wire. I mean, here's a game that USC is pretty much in control of. The crowd now getting restless. It isn't whether or not it's going to be a touchdown or USC takes over the ball. I mean, that is a question. It is a big play. But at the same time, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I know it's the first year of the challenge from the coaches, but for a coach to challenge something that has already been looked at in the booth, that's got to be new. And how much time are we working on now?
Bellotti will just calmly pace. He knows he's out of appeals here. And I'm sure there's a lot of leafing through rule books going on right now.
Leafing, I don't think. I think frantic.
Yeah, that's true.
Frantic flipping would be more like it.
That's true. Well,
this is unreal.
Apparently we have a decision once again. Now, let's see.
After further review, we have a reversal of the previously announced ruling. The ball was tipped by a USC defender. Therefore, the receiver regained his eligibility to catch the pass. The result of the play is a touchdown.
That tells you everything you need to know, that expression on Pete Carroll's face. Great call by Mike Bellotti, I'll tell you that, or whoever it is in the booth that said we need to question this.
Is Carroll going to challenge it? Because we've gone this long, we might as well go, you know, we might as well make it an even half hour.
Have a reversal to the reversal of the reversal.
I mean, somebody could have flipped away and watched the sitcom while we were doing this.
Well, so be it. It is an Oregon touchdown. In the meantime, most of the Oregon players have graduated.